It's been 19 weeks since we decided we were gonna completely renovate our house, burst an appendix, get the house on the market, accept an offer, attend loads of events in the meantime, and hold down a couple of full-time jobs. It's been 19 weeks, and now I think it's gonna start getting hard. Because up until this point, we haven't really had to think too much about the future or what we're doing. We've just had to stay in the moment, just get the work done on the house and work through the list of jobs that we had. Now we really have to think about what's going to be packed onto the van, because we're going to be moving house soon and we're going to have to empty the house completely, but we haven't got another house to put all the stuff in to sort out later. We need to sort it all out now, and we need to sort out what's going on the van and what's going to friends or family, or being given away, or being sold, or being recycled. And it's really difficult because there's so much stuff we've got that actually is worth a little bit of money and we could sell, but finding the time to get everything done is really difficult. You see, in these cupboards I've got like loads of stuff like this, a compression tester, brand new in the pack, never been used. I'm not going to pack that on the van, because when am I going to want to do a compression test on the engine? I'll just take it to a garage and ask them to do it. There's no point carrying all that around. And look, I found my bike rack, which is just hanging here, storing like camera tripods and these quick fist grips that belong to my dad. And Dad, I will get these back very soon, but I need to use them for my next project, which I'll show you now actually. Which is this, a 260 watt solar panel. It's all in one unit. We're not having two, it's just one big unit that's going to sit on the Westphalia roof, and it's going to leave us around 2 feet at the back of the camper van to put some more roof bars, to put some storage boxes at the back. So we're going to have storage boxes in the front, the storage boxes at the back, a swing away wheel carrier and a swing away tray carrier on this side. So hopefully that will give us enough storage, and this will give us enough power. Now, I've set myself the challenge because I figured that if I set myself a challenge on this video, then I kind of feel compelled to get it done. So my challenge is to get this solar panel with a new fridge and my new leisure batteries all installed on the camper van before the end of next week. Because the end of next week is quite a busy time for us. You see, these vans are called synchros because they're permanent four-wheel drive, and synchros are really rare. And most people who own a synchro kind of know each other. We all kind of know each other. Like, there's at least 1 or 2 degrees of separation, if that, for most of us. And what we like to do is every year get together and do some camping and do some off-road driving. Now, I shamefully have never been to a synchropendence before because I've always been working or I've been out the country. But this year, I said to Steph that we really do need to make an effort to go, because there are going to be some people who go to synchropendence who have done quite long trips in these synchros, and will be able to offer quite a lot of help and advice on kind of what we need to do to make sure we're, you know, safe in the synchro, and make sure the synchro tries to be as reliable as possible, but also to give us a chance to refresh our skills driving over kind of off-road, kind of on mud terrain and unlevel surfaces, and that should hopefully give us a little bit more confidence when we're in those countries that we want to kind of go off the beaten track a little bit and try and explore a better cooking spot, a better camping spot. So this will hopefully give us a bit more confidence again in the old girl to go off-road driving in it. Now, the only problem I have with synchropendence is I might break the van, and I can't afford to break the van, because if I break the van, then it's just one more thing I have to get done before we empty the house. So I've got to be quite sensible, but I find that quite difficult usually. But being sensible with the synchro is actually a really serious point, because we're not the sort of people who are just taking this away for a weekend and can go take it back home and get it fixed in our spare time. When we're on the road and living in it, then if something goes wrong or we break something by taking a risk we shouldn't have done, then we're not homeless, but our home is stuck and can't move forward. So we've got to be quite sensible when we're on the road. We can't start really bashing these things about. The old Synchro I used to have, we really used to have a bit of fun with off-road, but this thing, well, it's our home now, so we don't really want to damage it or cause unnecessary risk, but I'm going to do my best. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get back from Synchro Pendants with no issues. And guys, if you're watching and you're coming to Synchro Pendants, then check if I've got a solar panel on my roof, and if I haven't, then tell me off, because I should have fitted it by now. I guess that's kind of it for this week. I had to do kind of a quick short video because my time is really being taken up by emptying all of this, emptying the house and working out all of the logistics we've got to do in order to get packed up in the van and get on the road. The van's got to have some mechanical work done before I go. I can't really pay for that work until I've sold the house. I've got to do some upgrades to the van, but I can't pay for them till I've sold the house because we've used pretty much everything we've got to renovate the house. So we're kind of stuck in limbo where we're just trying to clear everything we've got and be ready to go as soon as those contracts go through and as soon as the sale goes through. So that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and if you got this far, you were doing well. I'll catch you next week. Hopefully we'll have the solar panel on the roof, the leisure battery installed, maybe a new fridge, and I'll be getting ready for Synchro Pendants. So let's see how we get on. See you next week.